Hey YouTube, how's it going? This is Gamester81. We're narrowing down the list of top 100 video games of all time. I really recommend you guys do this. It's a lot more challenging than you guys probably would think to do a list like this, but it's coming down to the final 30 here. I'm on 29 and we're going to go through 20 here. I'm going to start with 29. This game's a PC game. I used to play this game all the time in college. I played it online. It's CounterStrike. I have this on the Xbox as well, but definitely have to shout out for the PC. This particular game though was so frustrating because I was pretty decent at it. I played a lot, but you get those guys who play like literally 24 hours a day, and you revive when you die. You kind of appear somewhere else, and all of a sudden you get a headshot, and 2 seconds later, and by sniper, and you die again, and it's just really frustrating because these guys are so good because that's all they do is play Counter Strike, and that just got really frustrating for me. But regardless of that, it's an awesome game. Recommend you guys check it out. Let's do number 28. Okay, this is a Game Boy Advance game. I'm not a huge Game Boy Advance fan, to be honest with you. I didn't grow up playing the Game Boy Advance a lot. I do have I had the system growing up, but the one game that would really find its way in my system all the time was Golden Sun. I'm a huge RPG fan. This game really, to me, showed off the capabilities of the Game Boy Advance. Story's awesome, music's awesome. I'm not going to ruin the plot or spoil the story for you, but just recommend if you have a Game Boy Advance, you gotta get it. This is the first of many in the series, I believe. So, number 27. Now, earlier I mentioned in my last video, I had Area 51 on the list because of nostalgic reasons. I played it all the time at the theater, my very first job, but the one was next to it, I remember I can just picture it like it was yesterday. Sunset Riders. This game is a Konami game. It's an awesome one. Just kind of like a Contra style gameplay. You have these horses you jump on, and the end guys are really challenging. It's a challenging game, but fun to play co-op, and must play for an arcade. I do have this game on Super Nintendo. It's an awesome port, so if you have a Super Nintendo, check it out. Okay, let's do 26. This is a PlayStation 1 game. This is Metal Gear Solid 1. What can be said about this game that hasn't been said already? I'm sure if you guys have PS1, you guys probably own this game. If you don't, what's wrong with you guys? You need to get this game. A lot of people think the Metal Gear started with the NES. Yeah, it was on the NES, but actually, in truth, it was the MSX computer in Japan a few years before that. So, but definitely, it was an upgrade from the NES, obviously. And the games got really a lot better from there. So, definitely want to put this out here. You've got number 25. This is a hard one because the problem with this game, it's released every year, and it's been about 19 years or so it's been out. It's a sports game, and I think you guys know where I'm leading into this, but it's Madden, and I love it. I mean, especially the next gen consoles, it's awesome. But if I were to pick one year, I'd have to probably say 05. It's probably my favorite because just all the new stuff they've added. But I love the NCAA college football as well. It's fun to play, but just have a special place in my heart for Madden series. That's number 25. 24. I'm going into the sports game. This is the NES Classic Bases Loaded. There's 4 bases loaded for the NES. I have them all. First one's great. Second one, third one, fourth one, they change the perspective on the fielding, and it's just kind of an awkward perspective for me. And but I'll tell you what's awesome about the first one is you can actually, when you hit the players, like my friends and I would play all the time, and we purposely beam the best player on the team. And if you hit the guy several times in the game, he'll eventually charge the mound. But it's funny because it shows on the big screen. It shows the guy charging, and just like it's Nintendo graphics, and then it shows the ambulance coming, and the guy gets booted from the game. But it's just so funny to watch. I really wish in baseball games today you could hit players and you could see all that. You just start a brawl. That'd be awesome to watch. But I played on. Besides that, I played it for just the fact that it was a great game. The voices were amazing. I mean, safe. Strike. Well, and the way you control. Anyway, you guys need to play the game. I'm sure you played it. Number 23. We're going to do another Metal Gear Solid game. This is number 4 for the PlayStation 3. If you have a PlayStation 3, you got to get this game. I mean, it's almost to me like watching a movie. I mean, phenomenal. You have a suit that you can camouflage pretty much in anything, and the plot's awesome, the story's awesome, and there's like these mini movies in between levels. It shows off the capabilities of PS3. It's scary because PS3 is only a couple years old, and I'm sure this is not the capability that it hasn't peaked yet, is what I'm trying to get at. Let's do number 22. This is a side scroller. Now, this came out for the Super Nintendo and Genesis. I grew up playing the Genesis version. This is Maximum Carnage, a SpiderMan game. You can either be Venom or Spider-Man. And it's just a fun game because the graphics looks like you're kind of reading a comic book in between stages, and it's a great game to play. This is a great fighting game. If you guys like Double Dragon, Final Fight, you gotta check out this game. Okay. Number 21. Okay, this game, another Nintendo game. This is Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. I've gotten the new Punch-Out for the Wii, and it's awesome. I really recommend you guys pick that up as well. But this is the original, and you know Mike Tyson lost his license with Nintendo, and he turned into Mr. Dream, and they changed it. But this is an awesome game. Now, interesting, there's a sequel released for Nintendo. It's some kind of galaxy fighting game. Can't recall the name of it quite on the top of my head, but they obviously lost his license with Nintendo, so it came out with a different game. They didn't have him in it, but you can find ROMs and emulators online about it. But it's pretty cool. It's a cool game. I mean, you got Soda Pop Pazinski, you've got that Bald Bull. I mean, you know, it's Little Mac, and it's fun. And finally, 20 on the list. This is Kingdom Hearts 2 for the PlayStation 1. I'm sorry, PlayStation 2 rather. This is this is Final Fantasy meets Disney. I didn't think they could really pull it off at first, but the graphics, to be honest with you, are great. I mean, the voice overs are awesome. A lot of times they got the original voices of the characters from Disney, and it's a great. I like Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, awesome. Definitely great. Controls are updated, and recommend this game as well. Thank you so much for watching, guys. The next video is going to be 19 through 11. So we're getting down to the top 20 here. So it's pretty exciting. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.